And let's see, what's the include for this guy? It should be inside of generated, yeah, it's Dashkin UI events.h. Alright. So it's going to be u-dashkin UI events dot mission data updated, and we need the missions. So we're going to have f missions. Is there an at all for the tiering? I mean, I guess it's just missions dot missions equals m missions, and then we just throw this in here like that, and there we go. That'll throw our UI event. I'll need to regenerate once this is done building. So while we wait, let's pump up our numbers. I should actually get like a separate machine. It's just always farming up points for me. Go make a Bracken bot. There we are. We have the bots, but then we have the mechanical Turk bots. Yeah, one of the other things I was thinking about was basically right now part of the problem with the game, I believe, is it's very difficult for new players to come in. And the difference, like if a new player comes into a game with a lot of experienced players, that new player is screwed. Like it doesn't matter, you're not useful. You know, like you run in there and you hit the ball, you're actually screwing up the person on your team trying to score because you don't know, what the fuck you're doing. You could just go punch people, but that's not a good game experience for the rest of them. For everything. One of the things I was thinking about is if you could like just do a charge up, like a slow charge up move that's real easy to execute, and like you do it, and your character just like does his thing, and then does an aimed shot straight for the goal that's going in. And it being a real obvious charge up move, taking a couple seconds, your guy like hovers in the air if you do it in the air. And it would basically make it so new players could still be really dangerous, and it would make older players, like they'd be like, I don't have time to do that, but I can score anyway. I'm good enough for this. I don't need ball cam. I know where it is. So I'm thinking I might throw that in there at some point here. Basically a bitey charge up smack ball at the exact right thing and slot it in there. What would be even cooler is if we actually had like some UI on it, so it did the thing. Like, imagine if we've got, your character here, and we've got the ball. And we've got the goal. if basically you start this move and it like makes a reticle like appear, and your character is just like, and then it just like the cone comes in over time. It's like, zhunk, and then it comes in until it's, this like perfect thing, and then your character just goes wham and right in there. Well, it wouldn't. Yeah, honing in, not homing. I thought I read homing. I was like, no, 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 not homing. But yeah, I think you got it. Oh, you actually think homing. Um, well, I don't think the ball will home, right? Like honing in, I think is the right word, where it'll, do that, and it would be interesting. So, like, if you jump up there and you hit it, it would just be basically a normal hit, with like a crazy, stupid direction. I mean, that could also be interesting, right? Like, if you use your normal attack there, but you hold down the button instead of releasing it, your character executes the attack, waits, like, does a hesitate move, and, like, waits to release it. And the longer you wait, the more on target it would be. Or instead of more on target, perhaps it would just show you the direction that the ball would go in if you hit it. Like, you hold it down and it would actually show you the direction the ball will go. So you could kind of use it as a little bit of an aim assist. And the longer you held it down, the more you would hit it in the direction that you want it to go, which is toward the goal. I'm not sure how that would work with our current speed, but I could see it. I have to think about that, because one of the issues would be if you hold down the button and it's like a hesitate move. I don't want to take away the frame tricks that we have right now, where the the actual frame, you press a button and cancel, it'll do the thing. So you'd have to like tap the button and release, and that's going to add like 2 or 3 frames of just your finger being on the key, because your finger's fat and stupid and can't instantly input a frame hit. Yeah, it being a slow attack. So basically, if you were a good player, an experienced player, against somebody who's new, they might start using that slow, very accurate hit, and you just jump up there and beat the shit out of them. They just jump up and defend the goal. So I don't know, but it would also mean that if you were left alone for 3 seconds on one side of the map, and right now there's a couple of those where somebody's beating the shit out of somebody over in midfield, and you're there like just too much pressure trying to score a goal. Just like it's too difficult. You're like, crap, I fucked it up again. Sorry, jeez, fuck, and then the guy comes in and just wails on you, and you're like, I missed my chance. You'd basically just be like, no, I'll take the guaranteed shot, and it would also make kind of, if you fucked up those moments by not using the aim shot, and we're like, I'm gonna be pro, I'm gonna do it, legit, and you missed it, then it's like, oh man, you're an idiot. Should have taken the sure thing instead of going through the windmill. You dumbass. Oh man, it's stealth crouch. Oh, all right. Our missions here. These are actual mission pointers. We need a new array here. It's going to be F missions, and basically we need to go through every Dashkin mission here. And we need to add mission to it because they're F structs. That's the only way we can get stuff over to the UI, because the UI is stupid. Head out for the Spanish course. I mean, you don't need to learn Spanish. You're just working in Spain, right? That's no big deal. You just speak English, right? It's good enough. What is this? So hope this email finds you well. Reach out and introduce your help. It'd be great to offer. I don't understand this. I've got an Amazon Game Services territory manager reaching out directly to talk to me. Alright. I think I solved this one. And I'm not sure what your kind of... Yeah, have a good one, Karakan. Go learn all the Spanish and do all the cool things. You'll have to do the Spanish translation for Dashkin. And I don't know, Kento 456, if you're disagreeing with my stupid ideas about stupid things. But feel free to disagree. I will not be offended. Where is this getting angry at me? Yeah, okay, it's a star mission name there. Let's go farm up more points. I like how I made it so the mouse cursor disappears after 4 seconds, because that's something that I forget all the time when I'm playing this game. Is I leave the mouse cursor on it and then I forget to move it off. But now I know it'll just disappear. Alright, sorry I'm being silent. I'm reading emails and doing things. Basically, we're talking to the Coherent guys about maybe using Coherent for the front end UI for our game, and just it's important to just keep on the ball with emails. Otherwise, you'll never you'll never get anything done. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're loading all these missions at startup. So let's boot that up and make sure it works. They've got questions like, what are you doing? Alright, so let us boot this up and see what we can do. Load local missions. Alright, so let's get all of our files. I don't even know what this. Alright. The missions directory is engine binaries win64/missions? What the fuck? Alright, that's obviously trash. Alright, so the missions directory. So we have our search paths. We're going to check if the folder exists. Oh, that's right. Like, we have the UI folder here. Okay, so this will find it for these guys, but we also want other mission directories. So we're going to first search paths for the Dashkin/game data/missions. This is kind of a cheesy way of doing the mission directory search, but whatever. Oh man, I got 90 seconds to preserve my win streak. I missed. Oh no! Alright, there we go. Alright, so the missions directory, that says it found it in Dashkin Game Data Missions. Let's see if it actually gets any files. Looks like we got 4 files. So load mission file. So we're going to read it as a string. It looks correct. We've got our mission, which has our information, and we fill that mission with data. So let's see. We got the result tier in there, which is empty. Unlock name. So flawless victory. Looks like it did its thing. All right, this is score goals. We got our lock name, context, skill rating, category. We've got our stages, Sub-Zero, which has got the map, the game mode options, which is instant ball reset, failure message, completion message. Everything looks good there. All right. So let's look at how many missions we got. We got 3 missions. Is our mission map set up properly? Looks like mission map is set up properly. So we've got all our missions loaded locally. That's exactly what I wanted to see happen. All right, so everything's loaded up. Excellent, excellent, and more excellent. All right, well, I'll be right back. Alright. I am back, and it is 4:20 in the morning. I'm just snagging some stuff. Whoops. Alright, so I got that, and I'm downloading the other thing. Alright. Alright, let's see. Should we sync up at the end of this? Beginning of next week? Let's see. Still more emails. Alright, let's go score a goal. I got 4 minutes. Gotta get my streak up. Get in there. Alright. So. And I've got this really steep set of stairs going into my basement. And I walked up my very steep steps. and missed a step, and then immediately slammed both of my shins on 4 different stairs on the way up. That was a pain in the shins. Bunch of shit. All right. 400 trial. Awesome. So we've got that loaded in. What do we want to do? Where do we want to start for this? For the mission system, we want to start with being able to actually set a current mission and like fetch a mission. So why don't we just start with being able to have like a mission play? All right. So what I want to do is basically I've got an F mission. Yeah, I got a U-Dashkin mission is what I want. It's a blueprintable blueprint type, so we can use it. So I need to set this inside of the game. So maybe in the arena level. So we need a new variable, which is going to be current mission. Yeah, so a Dashkin mission reference. So we can do that. And let's actually put this as a category expose on instance editable. Yes, it's publicly editable. And why don't we not call it editor current mission? Let's call it editor mission. And we'll put this in missions. And let's make a new variable in here, which is a Boolean, which is going to be use mission and editor. Okay, so if we've got our arena level and we've got our missions down here, I actually want a mission. I want the mission goal score to play. What we want this to do is actually boot up the stages. So we're going to want a stage on a per map basis. So we'll need like a stage index or something. All right, so we'll want a current mission, which is and do we want a stage? Or do we want like a stage index? Well, what's the data structure look like? This is if game stage. It is a blueprint type, so we should be able to use it. Alright, so we can do a game stage, so we'll do current stage. Okay, so we basically want in our event graph, right? It's going to be like our initial setup. So it's like begin play, make our level shims, get our game options, allow customization, blah blah, server initialize match. Next game options. It's kind of a hack right here. It's basically going to be if a mission is null or not, then we're going to do our things. So basically what we want to be able to do is have this thing start itself up and play a mission. This is a goddamn mess. What the hell is this? If in editor, true. If in editor, this doesn't do anything. Alright, so we're gonna get our current mission and we're gonna get stage. Gonna get the missions. Let's see, get. I don't like how F-structs work with blueprints. They're really dumb. I'm not happy with how it looks. Like, what is this shit? I just want to grab the stages off of this, and I can't do get stages on the damn thing, right? Like, which is absolute horseshit. Like, why do I need to break this whole giant, massive thing apart just so I can do... like that? It's stupid, I tell you. Alright. If this is valid, so we'll set the current stage there. So we don't need a NetBeacon host or any of this stuff because we're not voting, so we can just do server initialize match. So we set our current stage and we set this guy, and so if we're in the editor, editor start game, editor start vote. Alright, so we want if our current mission is valid. So if that's valid, is false, we're going to do these whole things. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to set server set pre-mission. So, man. So I need the set up all these UI states for missions, right? No, it's pre-mission, pre-stage. Let's see. I got this whole other thing here of UI states that we need to support. So pre-mission cutscene, loading stage, pre-stage cutscene, in-stage, post-stage cutscene, post-stage, post-mission cutscene, and post-mission. That's a lot of pieces of UI. Got all that trash for voting and the rest in there. So pre-mission cutscene, loading stage, pre-stage. I need more things. Let's go score a goal. Is it slow ball? No. All right. So I think these states will work. So I need to add them in here, and then we'll go into that mission state to start with. I'll have to set everything else. Alright, so we got our game states here. So let's start getting them in there. So we've got pre-mission cutscene, loading stage. Do we have like loading mission? No, we don't. It's just pre-mission. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. You're in the pre-mission UI. Alright, so I think that'll work. Go in. The red team is going to have some stacked stats this day. Alright, that looks right. Let's generate it. Alright, we got all those. Let's build. I used to be a game developer, and then I took a staircase to my shins 5 times in a row, and now I'm a crippled game developer. So I'm going to build this, then I'm going to make all the functions that I need for the edge cases in the arena level game state. And I generated stuff, so I'm just gonna have to sit on my hands. I mean, play the game, right? Oh, that thing totally got fucking stuck in there. It's not supposed to, but it does. There must be something that we accidentally screwed up on that blueprint. Ah, there we go. Alright, now we can boot this up and start doing the blueprint work on it.